Good evening, all. I hope my voice is audible. Good evening, Shashank sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, you can start the sessions.
Sure. Right. All right. So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the session. Yeah, so many good evenings. Yeah. So first thing is what I'm going to do for today's session, especially is, I have actually got some questions, especially regarding, so give me a bit more insights about, the single agents, AI agents, and multiple agents as well. So give me some of the examples, more use cases. This is a common question I've been getting, and I promised you as well, like, tomorrow's session I'll be implementing a few, and even on Canva AI also. So first we'll do that. So first let us see some of the use cases. Okay, so first let us see some of the use cases, some examples of the single AI, or you can say the multi-agent AI also. So let us first focus on that perspective. Okay. Yeah. So let me share my screen. Yeah. All right. Okay. Um, yeah. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. All right. So let us start on that perspective first. Okay. Then we'll take it forward. All right. So the first thing is let us start with the use cases of the single AI agents. Okay. And I personally have done a lot of research on understanding that many because I just wanted to pick the names also, especially with the agents, right? So a few of them have a certain name as well. So first of all, picking the names of the agents, and what is their purpose and what they are exactly doing, inside the that particular business and all. So I try to gather that information as well in order to discuss with you guys. So let us quickly start that particular aspect, right, without any further delay. So the first single agent is Erica. Okay. So this agent, right, he's actually Erica, so it's a female. They've named it as Erica. So this is basically a single agent which its purpose is to assist the customers, especially with the transactions, balances, and bill payments. These are the three things which this particular agent is actually assigned with. For example, why only these things? A few people might get a doubt. So that is why in this particular banking sector, so conversational chatbot it is. So this agent is in the Bank of America. So especially why only this particular or three operations only, right? The basic reason is this: it is not just a chatbot. Okay, so difference between chatbot and AI assistants. I have specifically done much. I would say I have done a few differentiations and all. I have taken that also in account. I'll tell you that. But since this situation, this questions have come up, I've taken this in advance, just to discuss. So they are saying it is a conversational chatbot, but I would say that it is not just a chatbot. Okay, because on each agent, I've done some research also. That is what I'm telling to trying to tell you, not just the just the slide or just the information. I have done a few things also. So to understand, I would not say this as just a chatbot. Why? Because this is not just helping customers with a few things. It is not doing that. So it is helping the customer to proceed with the end to end. For example, the three things is transactions, balances and bill payments, right? So this is actually helping end to end with the customer. Okay, so whatever the customer actually requires, it is actually serving the customer end to end without any I would say without any saying that no, I cannot do this. Because especially when you see chatbots, at a certain stage they will say no, I cannot, I'm not understanding your question, let me connect to the customer executive, right? So like this, it will do. You would have probably seen. But this Erica is not like that. It is basically a end-to-end agent which is actually helping the customers. So that is why I told you that they're calling it as a conversational chatbot. But in my opinion, it is not just a chatbot. It is more than that. So next is the Sephora. Okay. So this Sephora especially is used for recommendations for booking. So the books appointments, recommendation of products. So this is one more example of a single agent, particularly when it comes to the customer service. And some of the use cases are 24/7, inquiry resolution, FAQ handling, guided troubleshooting, personalized recommendations. So I would personally people say that chatbot is an AI agent. I agree with it somewhat. Okay, I'm always partial half of acceptance with this. Why? Because see, something which is able to do end to end, which is able to help you end to end, is basically an AI agent, in my opinion. Okay, see, something which leaves you in the middle, saying that my customer executive will contact you, or this person can do that something, it should help you because AI agents are goal oriented, right? So if a chatbot is not helping you with end to end solution, and they say sometimes that we will connect to the customer executive and you don't receive the call, that happened personally also, I faced many times, right? I don't know whether you guys would have faced it or not. So I would, just a chatbot, I would not say it as an AI agent. That is my opinion. Okay, people might agree with me, or they might disagree with me. So that is again a mixed opinion. So personally, I would not I would especially I would say that something which has to be guided, or which should actually guide you for end to end. So something which can be done like that, definitely it will definitely it will help you. All right, so definitely it will help you especially, right? It will help you especially. So you will feel that yes, this AI agent is actually helping me. So that is what my way of an AI agent, that is what I feel. Okay, yeah, that is my opinion. So yeah, mixed opinions can be there on this. Next is the manufacturing agent, right? And this is basically for predictive maintenance bot. Okay, so this is a single agent again. So this is which is monitored by Siemens company. So Siemens MindSphere predictive agent. Okay, so this agent, this agent's job is direct. Only one thing, which is predicting the failure of the sensors. Okay, so from time to time, that is why this fellow is called as a predictive agent. So that means from time to time, what he's going to do is, he is going to only, yes, he's going to only monitor, he's only going to like a he's only going to check all the sensors from time to time, that whether they are failing, whether the situation, he's going to analyze each and every sensor. Okay, so that is the job of this MindSphere, Siemens MindSphere predictive agent. All right, next, the use cases especially are the trigger maintaining alerts, detecting anomalies, right? Optimizing spare parts, inventories, and all. So because what happens is, if a sensor is failing in advance, they're going to order some replacements, right? So that the work doesn't stop. So this is in that way, it helps the company to process the manufacturing pretty much faster without any delays, right? Next is the healthcare, right? So in healthcare domain, we have one agent who is called as a Babylon Health AI triage agent. So this is the name of the AI agent, Babylon Health AI triage agent. So this is basically when we say health. So obviously that what can usually when we say health, health related agent, we can think of a common thing that it might it might help you in assessment, or it might help you in patient guidance, right? Or it might help you with the analysis part. uh, yeah, somewhat like this you can think of, correct? No, so somewhere like this only this agent will actually function. So triage before seeing a doctor, so it will initially that is why they are calling it as AI triage agent. So it will immediately ask for your symptoms. It will try to analyze you. You have to tell the truth, of course. Okay. So they say no, never lie to a doctor. So like that, now never lie to an AI agent who is in healthcare domain. Now we should not lie to a machine also. All right. Jokes apart. So we have to tell the truth. Give the information, correct information. It is going to analyze and it is going to assist you that which kind of doctor you have to meet, which kind of symptoms you have, right? So it will educate you. That's what I mentioned here: patient's education, appointment routing. That you have to meet every 1 week, or you have to come after 3 days. So it is going to give you suggestions. It is going to help you with your problem. Next is in the retail sector, right? So in the retail sector, you can see the single agent, which is Amazon repricing agent. All right. So I think everybody knows Amazon, correct? So especially everybody knows Amazon e-commerce website. They know Amazon Prime, right? So like this, they have something called as an Amazon repricing agent. So what does this fellow do? Is he automatically adjust the prices. Okay, and a lot of people are a lot of people are okay. Yeah. So a lot of people are actually aware of this, dynamic pricing, right? Especially during the deals, right? Just now we have finished that Amazon, sales. So you can see, what they do in this particular sales, right? So they modify the prices. Do you think, person will sit and regulate each and every price of the product? No, right? They have a certain all the products give 10%, all the products give 5%, all the products give 12%, or all the products 8% on a certain products. All the products in the sense, not every product. Okay, because sales will be actually happening on products which are sold a bit less. Okay, rarely you will see sales on all the products. So they have their own strategy. Okay, who am I to decide Amazon strategy? So Amazon will have their own strategy, because after all they're running a business, right? So the pricing, they will see that they also should get profit, and also it should look like a discount. So this will be the strategical part. And looking with that, because this AI agent will have all the information. For example, when I've done my just a research on this, I found out that they'll be giving that this is the price of that particular product which we brought. For example, let us say a laptop, right? So usually a laptop, let us say they sell it for 1 lakh in Amazon. So in maybe sales, right? You might see that they have priced it to 90,000. Okay, and you have some card offer, something like that, some 5,000. So so it is coming down to some 85,000, let us say. Okay, so we feel that from 1 lakh, it is coming down with 15,000, so it is 85,000. It's a very good deal. Obviously, it's a very good deal because usually you have to purchase it for 1 lakh. So what is this repricing agent will do is they will have one particular strategy where they have the price at which, because see, Amazon doesn't manufacture here. They have their own products of manufacturing, but I'm selling that they're selling the other company's products, right? For example, let us say Amazon bought the product from that particular company at 70,000. Let us say that particular company sold the product to Amazon for 70,000. Okay, so now usually there will be sellers. Okay, those they sell at a certain price. Okay, let us say that Amazon bought the product for 70,000. So that will be there inside the strategy of the this pricing agent. So when they actually program this, okay, so when they actually program this, you will see that they will mention that for all the original prices of the product, that means the cost price at which they have bought. I think everybody knows this cost price, selling price. So what is the cost price of that original product? From that, don't go below 15%. That means at least 15% margin or 20% margin or 30% margin Amazon will keep. Okay, let us say they want to only keep 5% margin this time. They want to give a huge sale. So they just mentioned that 5% margin from the cost price, it should be there, and upon that discount all the prices. So they'll write a program, a code to do this. This will be done by the this repricing agent. So this much strategy is there for that. So that is why only in the use cases of this repricing agent, I have put automatic price optimization. Yeah, that is how it happens. They just put that percentage margin, how much, they have their own calculations, right? So stock clearance strategies, yeah, so they'll put the products who are especially apply this strategy for products in our in our portal for the past 2 years, like sorry, products before 2 years. Don't discount products which we have posted in the last 1 year, because when you post something, you will have the time. For example, you post a particular post in Instagram, or you will have the time, no, when you have posted that particular time and date, correct? So in the same way, okay, if not time, at least date you will have, correct? So in the same way, this pricing strategies will actually work. Promotion management or stock clearance strategies. So they will put the time frame also. So when you see this, why I'm telling you this is, you don't see discounts on products which are very new. Yes, it is because of that. Yeah, I have done a lot of research on this. Then I felt, oh my god, oh, this is how they are doing sales. Okay, so we feel that we are discounting. No, it's not that. It is about also promotion. Sometimes, see, sometimes the products are 1-2 years old, correct, and it's not being sold much, so they try to discount the prices and they want to sell the product, because who wants to keep the run the business at a loss? So they try to discount it and they want to sell it. Okay, so particularly on the older products, you will see more discounts than the newer products. So this is one single agent which is actually optimizing. So the same thing you can think of for Flipkart as well. I did not put for each and every e-commerce or each and everything. No, for Flipkart, one AI agent. For Amazon, for Myntra, I did not put, right. So just for Amazon, I just put randomly. All right. Next thing is the logistic and supply chain. So this is one company which comes to mind when we talk about logistics and supply chain. Is I just went to that company only because it is Walmart, right? So many of people who actually know this company. It's a US based company. So this particular Walmart supply chain agent will actually identify the stockouts, and it will try to reorder the products. All right. So maintaining the stock levels and forecasting the fluctuations is what this particular agent will actually do. Next thing is the human resources, right? And for that, we have one resume screening bot. Uh, this bot, we are calling it as inventory replenishment bot, right? So dynamic pricing engine. Yeah. So the bot which we are using, or the agent which we are using, is the HerView AI screening agent. So this basically evaluates the resumes and video interviews. Okay, so it will filter the large applicant pools and ranks candidates by fit. So this will also schedule the interviews as well. All right. So this is basically a resume screening bot. Next is the finance bot. So for finance, you can see the fraud detection bot being used. It's a single agent again. So MasterCard Decision Intelligent Agents. So this will basically monitor all the transactions for any anomalies, right? Anomalies are nothing but any suspicious and out of the box fraud, transactions. All right. Next is the use cases: real-time fraud alerts, blocking suspicious transactions, and customer notifications. So this will happen for every bank. Even though it is a fraud or not fraud, they try to notify you through email or through message as well that this amount of transaction has been done from your account, right? So if this transaction you feel that this transaction is basically not done by you, please report it immediately, right? So sometimes you get a call from the bank that it's a bot actually calling you just to confirm the transaction. Press 1 to confirm that it is done by you. Or you can see that it's not just that, also you can also see this as a mail, as a message it will come to you, so that you'll identify that this much amount has been cut, right? Especially when you're doing debit card or credit card transactions, right? So for this, each and every company has their own intelligent agents which will actually detect this. For example, if you're using a Visa card, if you're using a RuPay card, you're using a Mastercard, every company has a particular AI agent to monitor these transactions. Next thing is travel and hospitality. All right. So here you can see that personal travel assistance, and the bot's name is KLM Blue Bot. Right. So what is this KLM Blue Bot? Sorry, Blue Bot. So what is this basically is this will book the tickets, track the luggages. So self-service booking, travel itineraries, and customer support is what this KLM Blue Bot actually gives you. Next, I think we have 10. Yeah, I put 10. Yeah. So the next thing is the real estate agents. Okay. So the real estate bot is Zillow. Okay. So this is basically a AI recommender. This we are calling it as property recommendation bot. So this will match the users with home based on their preference. Okay. So the use cases are personalized property suggestions, mortgage pre-qualified assistance, virtual not poverty, property tours. So those who are buying homes, definitely they would have known this, because they will see multiple websites. There you have now you have virtual property tours also, which are done by these bots. So in that way, in that process, this one famous bot is the Zillow. When I was searching for multiple things, I got this bot. So I felt it's interesting. So Zillow's AI recommender, and this will also quote the prices. It will also help you to understand the mortgages, your income. So how many months you have to go for EMI. How much of income is expected for you to grow in the future. So based on that, you can go up. What is your any debts are there. So all these things are actually how usually a human being asks, right? So similar way, in a similar way, this Zillow's AI recommender also will actually help you. So the next thing is the media and content. So the this particular application, I think many people know. So Facebook's AI moderation agent, this will actually flag any policy violation post. Something is violating the policies. This is going to post whichever posts are actually violating the terms and conditions of the company. So detecting the harmful content, automate content filtering, and escalate borderline cases is what Facebook AI moderation agent can actually do. All right. Now let us go to the multi-agent. Okay. And you guys are very much familiar that what is a multi-agent, right? So multi-agent is basically multiple agents collaboratively working together for a goal or a broader goal, or I would say a common goal, right? The goal will be common, but the only thing is the task will be divided among themselves, and based on that, they are going to work. So basically, you can say that often include a planner or an orchestral agent to manage the workflows. So think of a team, think of them as a team of bots, each good at one thing, but collectively solving complex tasks. So we have discussed that also in detail when I have discussed about the multi-agents, right? So now let us see a few use cases of multi-agent bots. Here you can see that AI-powered loan underwriting. So this is an application in banking and finance. So now you can see there are 4 bots, right? So it's a multi-agent bot. It's not a single bot. So document extraction agent is one bot, or you can say one agent. Fraud detection agent is one more agent. Credit risk scoring agent is one more agent. Recommendation agent is one more agent. So these are the 4 agents who are involved in doing a common thing, which is AI powered loan underwriting. Okay. So this is what these 4 are actually contributing. What are the tasks they are doing? I have mentioned in the bracket. So you can see for yourself. So here 4 bots, or you can say 4 agents working together for a common goal, which is for AI powered loan underwriting. So this is the common goal, and each are working for their individual, each individual task, but contributing to the common goal. So here you can see that fully automated loan provides pipeline, okay, reduces manual data entry, faster customer onboarding, and risk reduction through parallel checks. So this is the use cases which can be, which are actually done using the agents. Next thing in the manufacturing, right? You can see 4 important agents here, which is predictive maintenance agent is one, inventory agent is the other, production scheduling agent is one more, quality control agent is one more. So there are 4 agents here which are which are actually contributing for one common task, which is smart factory floor automation. Okay, smart factory floor automation. So this is the common goal, and these 4 agents are doing their individual tasks, right, to achieve the common goal. Now the next thing, the use cases are minimizing the downtime, then real time production rescheduling, then automatic reorder of components, then continuous improvement of the feedback loops. So this is what these 4 agents are actually doing, right? So let us go to the next one, which is the logistics and supply chain. So in logistics and supply chain, you can see 4 important agents. Not that every work has 4 only. Okay, randomly I have picked a few things which, to give you an idea, fair idea of a multi-agent bots. All right. So here you can see the example, or the common goal. What these particular bots are working on is the route optimization agent, right? Then demand forecasting agent. Then you have the warehouse picking agent. Then you have the supplier coordination agent. So there are 4 important agents. One is planning the routes, one is planning the sales, one is picking the parts, one is negotiating with the vendors. So together these 4 agents are contributing, or working together for a common goal, which is end-to-end supply chain orchestration. All right. So next thing is the use cases. So dynamic replenishment, dynamic pricing to balance demand, just-in-time delivery, and automated supplier engagement. So these are the things which these particular bots are, or you can say agents are actually targeting. Next thing is retail and e-commerce. So personalized omni-channel shopping experience. That is the common goal. And you have the recommendation agent, which is going to suggest the products. Then you have the pricing agent, right, which is adjusting the prices. Then you have promotion agent, which is customizing the offers. Then you have customer support agent, which is answering the queries. So like this, you have 4 different agents, right? Which makes it a multi-agent. So what are the use cases for these 4 agents is tailoring promotions per users, price elasticity, optimization, seamless cross-channel experiences, and reducing cart abandonment, right? So cart abandonment, I think everybody knows that, person doesn't leave the cart, they try to buy the product. So that is what this, customer support agents, promotion agents, all these agents will try to do. Okay. Next thing is healthcare. I'll quickly go through this. Okay. So next thing is patient diagnosis and care coordination. All right. So there are 4 multi-agents here. One is the symptom checker agent, which is initiating the triage. Medical image analysis agent, which is reading the X-rays and MRIs. Then treatment plan agent, which is recommend the protocols. Follow-up agent, which will schedule the reminders. Okay, so the use cases are faster diagnosis, AI-assisted radiology workflows, personalized treatments plans, and proactive, patient engagement. So this is a few, this is a few important use cases in this particular, what these 4 agents are actually, helping, doing it out. Next is on travel and hospitality. So personal travel concierge. Actually, it's concierge. Yeah. So there are 4 agents here, right? Again, booking agent, which will book the flights and hotels. Then you have the itinerary builder agent, which which will build the itinerary, organize the activities and all. Then expense tracking agent, which will manage the budgets. Then you have language translation agent, which will assist you during the travel time. Because if you are going to other country, it is very important that you are able to translate. Next is end-to-end trip management, in-trip, local info, emergencies, automated expense reports, multilinguistic assistance. So these are the use cases, or these are the things which can be done, especially. All right. So especially when we are, building, or these 4 agents are actually trying to, do the common goal, which is the personal travel concierge. Next is media and entertainment, right? So automated content production pipeline, right? So again, you have 4 important agents here. Multi-agent system, which is script writing agent. Generally, this writes the storylines. Video editing agent, which will edit the clips. Then voice over agent, which will synthesize the narration part. Then you have content moderation agent, which will review the compliance. Then you have the use cases, which are rapid content creation at scale, cost reduction for creative teams, multilinguistic video generation, audience specific personalization. So like this, for again, for automated content production pipeline, we have these 4 agents which are actually processing for the for the common goal, right? So I think 1, 2, 3, yeah, almost 3. Yeah, we just finished off. Next is the human resources. All right. So end-to-end recruitment automation. This is very important. We have the sourcing agent, we have the screening agent, interview scheduling agent, and onboarding agent. Okay. So you must be thinking that these all things we used to be done by human beings. Right. So now most of the things are being automated. So you can see different AI agents in action. Right. So the use cases are basically the talent acquisition with minimal human input, faster time to hire, right? Then consistent candidate experience. Then you have the reduced bias. All right. So these are the 4 things which these agents are actually going to do. So this the first part, a sourcing agent is actually going to scrap talented. He'll find the talented people from the databases. So then he'll screen their resumes, coordinate the calendars, talk to the people, schedule the interviews, because only a few people will be interested, right? So they all be already working in some jobs, right? Usually some people, just to test the market standards, they just put the resumes in the uh, you know I can say, what is that, this job websites, right? Yeah. So yeah, it is different thing for different people. So the real estate intelligent property marketplace. So you have the valuation agent which will estimate the property based on the market. Then you have the buyer matching agent, which is the finding the best prospect. Then you have the drafting agent who will prepare the agreements. Then you have the virtual tour agent, right? So this will actually show you in a 3D effect. So you'll be able to figure it out that yes, this property will suit me. This is how I can plan. This is how I can plan. Usually, right? So if even if you're taking for rent or even if you're buying a house, right? You usually have a property tour in order to understand, that the house really suits you or not. Because it should suit you, right? You have your own preferences. You want to put different things in different places. So this will give you also a virtual tour, which will actually this will actually give you a virtual tour and this will actually help you to understand the properties. So the use cases are faster property transactions, improved lead quality, and impressive remote buying experience. So automated paperwork is one more use case for this. So next is the software development. So AI augmented coding environment. So you can see that code generation agent, which is writing the boilerplate code. Then you have the testing agents for building the or doing the tests. Then we have the security agent, which checks the vulnerabilities. Then you have the documentation agent, which will create a user guides. So next is the use cases is accelerated development cycles. Then you have higher code quality. Then you have reduced human errors, right? Auto updated documentation. So this is one more. These are the four use cases which are done by these four AI agents which are working for the common goal, which is AI augmented coding environment. So these are the different areas where you can see the AI agents in action. So that is why only I've taken a few areas, especially because yeah, as you know, many people were asking me that, sir, can you take some areas and explain what how what multi agents can do, what are the tasks each agent will have. So that is why I've taken some common AI agents, and I've showed you also the single agent. I've given you some names also and multi agents as well. Okay, so the advantages, especially when using multi agents, is the work is more, it is very complex or it is very huge in nature. It is very important for the agents to communicate with each other and actually process the and process the uh, we can say the common goal, right? So process the common goal and and collaborate, specialize, understand, process each and every aspect. So now let us go to the Canva AI, okay? Because many people were asking about Canva AI, right? So yeah, if you have any questions in the meanwhile, you can probably yes, you can just so you have seen it here, right? Something I mentioned. Let's go back. So in the meanwhile, you can just ping for any questions if you have. Which slide you have seen? Triage, asking property triage. Where I mentioned. Yeah, this is this is healthcare domain, no? So this will be doing the initial analysis. In this case, triage will be doing the initial analysis. Yeah, we'll start, Hamid. Yep. Please just be patient. Still, there are a few things to cover. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I think Coder asked me this question. Yeah. So any other questions? Yeah. Extensive 6 and this. Sure, Pari, I'll share. Yeah. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I've shared that day. Yeah. I get it. I remember now. Yeah, 6 and 7. Ha. Yes. 6 and 7 I'll share. Okay. Thank you, Vidi. No, it's what? No. No, just for this triage word, in what aspect? Because based on scenario, situation, things will change. So yeah, based on that only, I just went back actually. What was the doubt, Devesh? Exactly, I didn't get you. Can you just rephrase the question? So any other questions in the meanwhile? You can just something if you have doubt, you can just ping it. Okay. I'll continue with the. All right. So done. Yeah. All right. So let us go to the Canvas AI. Okay. And I had to take this one up because that was not part of my initial plan. But many people were actually asking, sir, can you just explain about Canva AI? What does it do? We've been hearing a lot of things about Canva AI. So, yes, Canva AI has actually, been uh, more in focus, I would say, because even I have not used personally. Okay, I told you also openly, on day, I think day one or day two, I told you that there are many AI tools. So it is very difficult for a person to use, yeah. So many of AI tools. Okay, I hardly remember. I usually use some 4 or 5 AI tools, not more than that. Because one important thing is, each and every AI tool doesn't come for free, right? You have to pay a premium for most of the tools. So in that case, right, it is very difficult for us to, buy all the tools and use. It's not possible. So some offer just a free account, but if you see, all the free accounts in all the tools, they don't perform that much great because, they invest a lot of money in building the tools. Yeah, brand posters. Yes, correct, Siddesh. Good. Presentations, brand posters, PowerPoints. Yeah. Why? Because what is this Canva AI is more focused on, Siddesh was telling, it is actually preparing a lot of content, or we can say it is. I'll go back once, Surya. Just give me some time. Let me finish this Canva AI. Okay. I'll go back to that planner agent. Okay. Just give me time. Okay. So, talking about this studio, what I understood by, what is this Canva AI is specifically designed for is to do some, marketing kinds of stuff, or you can, to design something, especially in a very single language, you have to say that it is basically to design something. It is not like a chat GPT or, something like that to generate some text or images. It's not like that. This is this is for complete complete designing, especially for designing, whether you are designing a graphic design, or whether you're use a normal design for any social media post, or you're using any for marketing stuff, right, for your purpose or brand promotions, right. So for for all these things, you can use this Canvas AI or Canva AI. So that was the main focus on why Canva has actually launched this particular product. So that only I have mentioned in my first 3 points on the slide also, because this is first, the reason which it was launched is the visual design, right? So generate and refine images, videos, and graphics, right? Then we are doing the copywriting part. So produce a brand text like captions, right? Presentations and blog posts. Then we have the interactive content, which is build dynamic designs like spreadsheets, charts, and mini apps. So these are some of the areas where this Canva AI is more focused towards. All right. Now, let us go to the key tools where the Canva AI is basically using, or what it is relying upon, right? So you can see that the first thing is the magic media. So that means creating a different kinds of images, right? For different kinds of things. For example, creating the visuals, using the stable diffusion. So, one of you was also asking about the diffusion models. And this Canva AI is one of the diffusion models we can think of, right? This is one of the newest thing which is designed with a transformer. So this diffusion models particularly are used by this designing tools especially. So those who are those which of those are into mostly focused on designing something, right? All those things especially, right? For that, usually we are using these kinds of tools like Canva AI, right? And inside these you can see models which are built on transformers like the stable diffusion. All right, because it has to, everywhere you can see the transformer that we have already discussed, right? Because to understand the context based self attention, everything, it is very important for using the transformer. So where is it? You just there you have seen that. Mhm. Okay, image styles you have seen. Okay, choose from diverse aesthetics, photorealism, neon, watercolor, etc. So it is basically that particular image kind of style. That means that particular uh, I can say, how I can say this is, for example, you would have heard about this Gilby on, yeah, it's a different kind of art, right? Even, you have seen a lot of AI apps. I see a few things, I just don't use much of social media, but I usually get notifications from Insta that, this, you can customize this, you can customize that. So it is one of the type of I can say a type of modifications, right, or type of approach, a diverse kind of, I can say, I'm not getting the exact term, but that particular look, that particular style, that particular tweak, yeah. So that is basically called as this aesthetics. So this particular images which we are it is about to generate. So you are applying this different kinds of maybe different styles, different backgrounds, different all these things basically this Canva AI can actually take care of, right? So that is why I think they have even named it as Canva, right? So definitely, because this Canva app was long there before. I remember. I have not used much, but I've seen people using Adobe Photoshop, Canva, right, for designing tasks and all. But this Canva AI has actually taken this Canva application to the next level. That's what people are also discussing. I've seen some forums and about this Canva AI, because I should also know that and it's a new tool, right? It's a new tool in the market. So I also should be, because a lot of people have asked. So anyway, I felt okay, why not, let me do some research. So, I was like, I was actually, people were comparing, the Canva before and the Canva AI application, what it is, kind of right now. So there's a lot of differences and a lot of AI, models which have been frameworks, models which have been incorporated into the Canva AI application. We used to have also Canva before. Okay, maybe a few people might be knowing, a few might not be knowing. We used to have one application called as Canva already. So it's theirs only, but they have come up with a multiple. I would say they have come up with AI integrated approach, which they are calling it as Canva AI. Next is the magic design. So auto generates design templates tailored for your text or uploads. So I told it's everything is related to designs. Everything, whatever you do, finally it will link up to a design only, because that is what this original Canva was also famous for. This was actually for different kinds of designs like poster printings, for posters, for presentations and all. So yeah, ads, social media ads. So like that, we used to use the original Canva, and this is not different from the original Canva. It's almost the same, but applied with AI. So you can generate different kind of content from this AI. So scales, content across formats like slides, social media posts or social posts, ads in seconds. So one person was also mentioning about the presentations, PPT presentations and all. Probably I can also try, trying to do, I can try there also. I'll try that. So Magic Write, built-in writing assistants like draft posts, captions, and the presentations part. So for teams and enterprises, you can see the support brand voice tuning, right? The next thing is the Magic Eraser. Okay. So this Magic Eraser, you can see photo and image editing. So this is one of the features which you can see in multiple phones, which can support this, which support this AI features, right? Many of the phones have support this. So the Magic Eraser will remove all the unwanted applications in the images. Then you have the Magic Edit, which you can swap, right, with the different kinds of things. For example, like vanilla cake can be swapped with the chocolate cake. So the editing feature is what also is there. Then you have the background generator and remover. So creates or erases backgrounds with one click. Okay, so Magic Grab, so turns static elements into editable layers within the designs. Then we have the Magic Switch and Magic Morph. So Magic Switch automatically resize and adapt the designs. Example from Instagram post to reel, right? And translations included. I think many people might be knowing. Okay, I'm not much of an Instagram user, so I'm not that much sure. Okay, I just bit stay away from social media. So you should be, you guys must be knowing that what is this Instagram post to reel. So what is this reel? I don't know. Okay, so I just found the sentence. Okay, maybe something in Instagram. So you guys must be aware of. Next is the Magic Morph, and animates, saves text and creates this design transitions, right? So next thing is video tools, especially create small snippet videos, right? And like GIFs, right? GIFs in AI designed tool, we are calling more of a magic media. So text to video. Then we have magic design for video. which is assembled with multiple captions and all. Then we have the highlights, which is extracting the key moments from each video, right? That we have. Then translation can happen in around 134 plus languages. So that many languages translation is available inside Canva AI. Next is Canva code and interactive content, which is built on web apps or interactive visuals. Example like the dashboards without coding, and this lays Visual Studio 2. So Visual Suite 2.0, which is also including the magic sheets, magic charts, conversational voice interactions. So what you would have understood by now that Canva AI is a collection, it's a dump yard for artificial intelligence. So let us see, one of the AI tools, which is Perplexity AI. So just before that, if you have any doubts, you can ping it. Because Perplexity AI also, many people used to ask me even before also. So I've added that to my slides as well. And I started adding this Perplexity AI also because this is, this Canva AI. I think this has become new now, right? Just a few months, or even, yeah, few months. So, yep. So you can probably ask any doubt if you have. I'll just, yeah. So please. So please ask. Uh, yes, I remember one person was asking about this agent, planner agent. So planner agent, right? So let me just go back. Uh, so it is basically orchestral. Orchestral. Let me orchestration. It is that is actually inside logistic and supply chain, or not planner agent, Sudhya. So it is in end-to-end supply of supply chain. So that is basically, like a supply chain management. So, managing the entire end-to-end supply chain things. That is basically, that is for that I have put, not for planner. That is what I'm searching for, planner. And, how it is related to, even, you can say in planner also, we usually using this concierge word. So concierge is basically, it is personal traveler concierge. That means it's like a travel guide, you can say, like end-to-end travel guide. Uh, Natural language process. I will discuss about the natural language processing also a bit. Okay. So how AI agents actually communicate, using natural language, because that is how they actually communicate with each other and they actually process the data. So I'll discuss that particular concept also. Even that also I'll cover. So that is what, there are a lot of things to cover, because I told AI agents basically starts with, or agentic AI basically starts with generative AI. So I had to just lay the foundation for generative AI also, and we have discussed a lot of things which have also taken a lot of time also. So it's a bigger concept. So you know that it's only 30 hours. So it takes a bit of time. You have to, we have to, uh, it will push. Things get pushed. That is why we couldn't stand the hands on building an AI agent. So we'll do it tomorrow or day after tomorrow. We'll start that. There are still a few things which are left over to discuss. So yeah, we'll do it. NLP also, I have to discover a few processes, few things. I just want to discover, not the entire structure. That is not possible. It's so you have to, you have to have some 20-hour, 30-hour session on NLP separately. So that is, not possible. So we'll just discuss NLP, which is required especially for AI agents. Okay, that particular part we will cover. Definitely, we'll do that. Okay. So anything else apart from that? Kirti, I didn't get your question, Kirti. Those points, this one first. Okay. What is that first 3 points? I couldn't understand. Hmm. Okay. So if you don't have anything, just okay. We'll just go for a short break and come fast. Okay. I also just need a break to just get my water also filled. So yeah, just guys take a break and come. Um, we'll discuss the rest. Okay. All right. Thank you. So time. Okay. One cool photo, one laughing photo. Huh? You're only putting a message, you're only laughing, Surya. Huh? Okay. Funny fellow. Huh? All right. So let us continue. Okay. Sorry, guys, I just took a minute extra. Uh, it's too late. All right. So any questions? Somewhat I can see this question somewhere. Um, Sir, can you please explain Facebook's AI moderation? It is based. This was actually very, I think uh, this one was like very at the starting, no? Single agent when I was discussing this. You're asking me now. Okay. This is a Facebook's, basically, agent. Now Facebook is basically of us. So this is basically of a Meta AI kind of agent only. Nothing much to say on that, especially. All right. So let me, yeah, let us continue, guys. Okay. So let me share the screen. Okay. So till here we have finished. All right. So the next one is the Perplexity AI. Okay. So let us see the Perplexity AI also. And actually, this is also one of the cutting edge technology, or I would say, has gained wide popularity. Uh, you know, in the especially in the in this field of artificial intelligence, especially generative and agentic AI aspect. So this one technology also made me to much fascinated. Even I felt a bit of fascinated. And one especially one of the good things in this especially one of the good things in this technology is this was basically actually, one of the main founders is an actually, Indian. So Arvind Srinivas was actually the main founder. Okay, there are other people also with whom he has actually worked, but with what I have, what I have got researched, with what I've checked. So he was actually one of the main members. So, we can give 50% importance to Arvind Srinivas and we can give the other 50% to the others. So he was the main head or, main, backbone of of finding this Perplexity AI, company. So this is basically a powered, company with, all the LLM models which have been actually introduced with that. So this was actually a revolutionary AI agent, or you can say AI application. Okay. Anyway, inside what are functioning are all AI agents only. Okay. So that is what the thing is. So these are some of the core features of the particular Perplexity AI. Okay. It uses the natural language. So that is why many of the applications, have agents inside. So, that we have already have discussed. And these agents communicate with each other, and they communicate with the user, right? Especially with the user with the natural language barrier. So this will actually I would say it will the first important point was about that only conversational search. That means it will interact, right? It will ask, it will understand from you, right? This is just like a what we are using, right? The OpenAI's ChatGPT or Copilot, right? So it is almost like that, right? And it will use its models in on which it has been built, right? And it will try to dig deep in understanding the things inside the AI model. Next time is the real-time information. So it by integrating with the Microsoft Bench, so many people might be knowing or might not be be knowing about the Microsoft Bench. So many of you only know about this Google search, correct? So there is also one more search which is called as a Microsoft Bench. So that was actually introduced by Microsoft. All right. So Perplexity provides information, ensuring that the users have access to the latest data and development. So they have actually integrated with the Microsoft for this. All right. Next is the Pro Search mode. This advanced feature offers a guided AI search experience, engaging users in a conversational manner to define queries and deliver more tailored results. So we all know that all these are basically the whatever is they are generating, especially these are generative AI tools. So all these actually use this conversational approach to converse with us and to to get the job done for them, right? So all these actually are conversational AI tools, especially. The next thing is the spaces and threads. So users can organize their search into research into spaces, allowing for a better management of topics and collaborative work. Each query initiates a thread maintaining context for follow-up questions. So this, this especially, especially this spaces which is actually provided, which is helping to we have this particular application also in ChatGPT. Okay, so this was actually initiated as a thread. Okay, and this particular thing keeps in memory, and it will actually help us to continue the chart, and on that same basis we will be getting the next queries answers also, that same kind of format in which you were trying to get the result from. So that similar kind of approach will be actually followed. This is also actually I didn't get you previously. When you have you're saying that because I smile, it doesn't look uh, boring, right? That is my way of teaching to make you guys more interactive to understand. That's what you're telling exactly. I didn't get your question. I was like difficult to understand. You didn't put it in a proper way. Okay, so it's fine. It was good for you that it doesn't. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, fine, 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 fine. It's kind of mixed feedback. Okay, fine. All right. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Okay. Fine. Where we are? Yeah. So see, this spaces and threads is actually the same approach will be there also for many of the language models. It's not just about it's not just about the Perplexity. It's not just about the Chat GPT, or it's not about the Copilot. So this same kind of approach, right? So this same kind of approach will be there for all the AI tools. Okay. So Perplexity is one of them. So it is also following the similar approach, right? Apart from that, it's the same thing only, because whatever in that particular chat or a particular page, whatever you are conversing, right? So whatever you are basically conversing, so it will keep that in memory. right? That similar kind of answer or similar kind of a similar kind of approach, right, in answering the question. See why? Because what happens is, it will based on your question, right, based on the prompt. And I'll never say question actually, because it is not a question, it's a prompt, correct? So we are asking something. Let us say we are asking whether it is Perplexity AI, or because we are talking about Perplexity AI. So whether it's a Perplexity AI, whether it is a ChatGPT, we are asking something. We don't, it doesn't know that exactly, unless and until with every word, every detail, you frame that particular, I can say prompt, right? Then it will give in that similar way. For example, let us say, you don't have that patience to type much of bigger prompt, because I told that is how you have to extract the information, by giving every detail on what you want to actually extract. So what you actually do is, you have to type each and everything. But what happens in reality is, we don't do that. Okay, so that is where we teach prompt engineering to how to extract it all. So that's a different story. So just I told you also that what is prompt engineering, basic things. Particularly, I have not trained you separately on prompt engineering. Correct? No. So keeping that prompt engineering part aside, this is how we have to give a particular prompt, but we don't give like that. So that is why what happens, it will give some vague answer, or it will give some, let us say our question is not that vague. It is like, it's not like super duper good also, super prompt, but it was like somewhere in the middle, let us say. So it will give a certain answer. So you will not be satisfied with that answer, because you are expecting something. See, you are expecting something, and it was something. So what do you feel, right? We will not be satisfied, correct? Right? As a common person like you and me, right? Definitely we'll feel that no, this is not what I'm looking for. So what you will do, you will do some tweaks, correct? So that means you will create some tweaks, saying that no, so add this also, give me along with this, no, modify it with this example also, like this. I think you would have experienced it. It's not just like I'm telling, you're just hearing from me. Directly with your own hand, you would have experienced it if you are using ChatGPT or some other AI tool for text generation. So keep that in mind. Keeping that in mind, that what will happen is, it will understand that okay, so this is what this fellow has given, this is what he wanted modifications. That will be kept in the memory. That is only basically called as a thread. So what it will do is, when you give the next prompt, what in that particular same page, what it will actually do is, it will it will actually keep whatever tweaks you have done also, and it will give as a same format, like how you wanted all of them together. This is the magic of applying the large language models. So that same family of LLM models, the same thing actually works also for it also works for the all the models. For example, like the Perplexity AI, ChatGPT, the Copilot works on that. Your Google Gemini works on that. So it is a step-by-step approach, keeping in memory and all. And for that also, it applies. The model will try to train in such a way. That's why it will remember all these things, especially with the given prompts. Now you imagine each and every prompt you are giving, right? And every time what you are giving, it is actually training itself. So now you imagine the amount of supercomputers these applications are working upon. So definitely you will be knowing that, you just imagine, you'll be, your mind will just blow up. So that much amount of supercomputers they are using. So you just see that, millions of people are using across the world, right? So keeping that in mind, you can understand that, how much of processing power, computational power is basically required by these tools. Next is the multi-model capabilities. So multimodal capabilities is nothing but a different different kinds of data, different file types, or different kind of analysis, like using a text, using a text, or using a PDF images, right? Analyzing all these things that can be done inside this Perplexity AI. So the next thing is the use cases is the academic research, right? So especially in academic research, for identifying the citations, right? So students as well as the researchers can leverage Perplexity to obtain summarized, right, information on complex topics, um, complete with citations, aiding in literature reviews and study preparations. So this is what things have been modified, uh, you know, which can be done applied in academic research. So the next thing is the professional development. So in the professional development, professionals can use the platform to stay informed about industry trends, conduct market research, and gather insights for the strategic planning. So this is where the professional developments of this Perplexity AI can be done. Next is the content creation. So generating new content, that is what something, whatever you are generating, whether it is whatever type of thing is, it is basically a generative AI. So writers and content creators can utilize the Perplexity to generate ideas, verify facts, gather informations efficiently, right? So all these things can be done. Next thing is everyday queries, from cooking recipes to travel planning. Perplexity assists users in finding accurate and relevant information, right? So this we can see in many AI tools, right? So if you want to get something, you can search for it. So next is the platform availability, and you can use the Perplexity AI in multiple platforms. So it is also available in the Android and iOS as well, right? So web application is available as well as in Chrome and all those things. As in, you can say as an extension also you can use. Now, this one important thing I just wanted to tell, that why it has become bit of a big company, especially this Perplexity, and why it has become famous is big companies like Microsoft, right? Nvidia also has even Amazon, right, has actually linked up with with Perplexity AI, and especially the new S26. Okay, many of you might be knowing or may not be knowing. So it is basically replacing the Google Gemini. So Samsung is officially uh, trying to replace Google Gemini with the, because right, Samsung, Google, always they have that rivalry. So they want to officially replace this, and they want to integrate it with Perplexity AI. So that is what they're trying to do with their S26. I think this year it's going to be released, right? So yeah, last year will be events. So this is where Perplexity AI actually stands. So there are a lot of big partnerships, and especially companies like Samsung is going to use, or maybe it's already started with the research. So we don't know that yet, but the ties were actually happening. I think it would have been done. The this particular thing will create a lot of market also for Perplexity AI, because now even companies like Databricks, Nvidia, and all, right? So next, let us see the perception in AI. Okay, so this is basically related to the AI agents which we were actually discussing. Actually, it was the continuation from uh, you know from that particular topic of yesterday. Okay, so what we have seen is the things which you have asked. Okay, so single agent, multi-agent examples, then we have gone with the Canva AI, then we have gone with the Perplexity, right? So this has taken few it has taken bit of time as well. So yes, so let us see what is the perception now. Okay, this is a very important component, because it is one of the important things, especially for the AI agents, because we are now concentrating especially on the agentic AI part, right? In that we are talking about the AI agents, right? So perception is the process by which AI agents gather the information and interpret data from their environment. So this is a crucial for AI agents to make informed decisions, interact with users, and adapt to the situations. And in the reasoning part, right, especially the first important component is always the perception, right? And yesterday also we have seen that what are the things which are available in the uh, hmm, okay. All right. So let me just yeah. In that particular aspect of understanding this especially with this how to say in simple terms the reasoning part, because we were actually discussing especially on the reasoning part. Okay. So I was actually discussing on the reasoning part, especially the logical reasoning for a AI agent. So as part of that, we were actually discussing this, and the important component in that was the perception. Actually, perception AI. So how does this perception actually works? Right. So when you say perception, the first thing for perception starts with the data collection part. So then comes the feature extraction. All right. And after the feature extraction, you can also see that interpretation part. All right. Then you have the decision making part. Okay. You have the decision making part, you have the feature extraction part, you have the interpretation part, right? So this is step by step process, right? You have the interpretation where you run the algorithms, different models, right? Extract the information, try to understand what the outputs of that particular algorithms when applied to the data, what tweaks can be done, right? So all these things can be identified. Next is the types of perception. And when we talk about when we talk about perception, there are a few things. One is the visual perception. So this is basically identifying through objects, all right, something which you can see. For example, like self-driven cars identifying the pedestrians. So this is basically a visual perception. Then it is auditory perception, where it is something you can hear. For example, like the voice assistants, right? Something which you can hear, like the voice assistants like Copilot, Alexa, Siri. All these things comes under the auditory perception. Then the tactile, which you can actually feel, right? Something you can touch, which you can feel, right? So these are basically called as the tactile perception. For example, like for detecting the pressure, right? So that is one area. Next thing is the environmental perception. So here in the environmental perception, you can see that temperature, especially. So temperature you can feel. For example, you can feel the temperature, right? You can understand the temperature. You can understand the humidity, all those things. So basically, the smart homes adjust the climate control based on the occupancy. So you have seen this environmental perception application in many of the things. For example, like air conditioners. So they have that sense, right? If you see last 2 3 years, especially all the air conditioners have that feature embedded, right? For example, before also air conditioners used to work on this, but now you can see the more effective part of those. Next is the challenges in AI perception, especially noise and ambiguity. And AI may struggle with distorted or unclear data. That has already always been the thing with images and all those things. Voice clarity, sounds. Always, this particular aspect was always been a troublesome area, especially for perception in the AI. Next is context understanding. So this about this context understanding, actually we have talked a lot, I don't know how much we have spent a lot of time on that to understand the contextual understanding, especially for the AI agents, right? How in certain situations that in certain situations that how people react and how actually machines react on their own way, because every machine is supposed to follow its rules and regulations. It is supposed to follow its unbiased approach, right? But that doesn't work out, especially in all the situations that as a human being we know, right? As a human being we know that, but the machines doesn't know this particular aspect. So there comes the difference also in how there comes the difference where this is how things are actually going to be worked out. Then we have the ethical concerns that AI surveillance and recognition technologies raising private issues or privacy issues, right? So this is again, privacy concerns was because you need data for the AI tools, right? So and we have to provide the data as a user, or else it is difficult. Sorry, it is difficult for the AI engines or AI tools actually to process this data part. Next thing is perception in the AI systems, right? And especially in the systems where you are going to apply the perception part, and this is always going to be a complex, a computational, right? So, especially, processing the certain task, taking a real-time decisions, or, understanding the scenarios, situations. So all these things, play a very important role. Now, how these are actually integrated into the AI, all these how these AI systems are basically integrated into the perception we are going to understand now in a very clear way. So the first thing is the sensor fusion. So I think you guys know that sensors are very important, especially when we talk about artificial intelligence, right? So sensor is not a small thing, right? It's a huge thing, especially when we talk about AI. Example like the radar, lidar sensors, right? So in a car, if you say an autonomous vehicle, these sensors play a very important role when you are actually through doing through navigation. Next is pre-processing and feature extraction. So here we are analyzing the system inputs. We are filtering it out. Noise is nothing but the unwanted things in the data, right? And but you guys are just posting attendance in the group. How many? You're just copying it and posting, huh? Many, many people are just posting, huh? Anyway, ma'am will post. You can just mark your attendance. No, many are just Hamid. You have started posting Gitanjali, Kirti, huh? Yeah, I think only three. No, you're not supposed to do that, guys. Just answer the. No, sorry, just you know, just leave it. Ma'am will post. You can just answer the. Sorry, mark the attendance and can give the feedback. Okay. Sorry, won't do it again. Hamid is a good boy. Yeah. All right. So yeah. So let us continue. Next was the the pre-processing and feature extraction. We have, yeah, actually we were talking that. So especially in the speech, right? Reducing the background noise, right? Reducing the unnecessary things, right? When we are processing a video, this especially you'll be knowing, especially when you are doing the video editing part. So those who are aware of this video editing, okay. Yeah, no problem. Okay, fine. Yeah. So especially when people are doing this video editing, you might come across. So you reduce the unnecessary things in the background, right? And especially the sensors, especially like camera sensors and all, they have this AI noise reduction. So that means it will limit the unnecessary sounds, and it will only capture what is required. How it will know is they will identify the frequencies. So what kind of a frequency is coming continuously, what is not coming, right? So you can it will be done actually, by this AI integrated sensors. Next is integration with the AI models. So basically integrating with the AI models, that means training the models, right? So always when you see models being trained, it's basically the machine learning as well as the deep learning models. Next is the real-time replacement, adaptation and feedback. And this is a continuous learning process. As I already told you, model building is not something which is just built and it is useful for prediction. It's not. It's a continuous process where the models try to be make that modifications by based on that feedbacks, right? Based on the feedbacks what we give to the models. So our output what is generated, so we give the feedbacks. Based on that, it will train itself, it will evaluate itself, it will give that extra information to itself, and it will improve, it will in a simple way that it will try to update and improve itself. This one small line will be an easier way to understand. If Next is collaboration with AI reasoning and action modules. So here you can see the contextual understanding, processing with different insights. A robotic arm perceives object dimension before you decides to grasp it. So different actions, because basically when you say robotics, you have a lot of physics involved. When you talk about robotics especially. So challenges in integration, basically data overload. Yes, this is a major concern, because what happens is we need more computational power, because things are getting added on a day-to-day basis, right? And latency issues, that real-time processing you need especially. So a computational power is very much required. So that is also one of the major setbacks and difficulties which are faced by these AI integrations, AI systems. Next is sensor accuracy and reliability. So errors in perception can lead in incorrect decisions. So that is one. I was actually talking about one. Manufacturing AI agent also. It will monitor. So like that, you have to use monitoring agents. You have to make the it is expensive. Many things in artificial intelligence are very expensive, because to monitor the sensors, again you need one more sensor who is who is in the form of an AI agent. So like that, to process the real time, you need more computational power. So like this, it is, you need more and more and more and more and more computational power. So that is sometimes how much we will actually go. So okay, so how much we are going to go, how much we are going to build that amount of computation. So it is because of that, it's going like crazy, right? Next is, let us see what is actions in AI. Okay, so we have seen the perception, right? So now let us see the action, right? Okay. All right. So let us see what is actions now. So basically, action refers to the execution phase, especially in which AI systems make decisions and perform tasks based on perception and reasoning. All right. So this is where the second phase it will go, which is the actions on the physical movements, right? And which is the automated responses with the smart assistants. So smart assistants. So that means it is that perception. After that, the next level is basically to respond. Okay, so that response from an AI agent is only called as an action. Okay, so that only it is basically called as an action. So how AI actions works, especially the decision formulation, right? First of all, they will decide which kind of process it has to do. Then the execution part actually comes in, right? Then the feedback loop. That means based on the execution, how the execution has actually affected. So it is going to understand, it is going to give the feedback to itself and try to develop and move on from that particular perspective. Next thing is type of actions. So when you see type of actions, you have three different types of actions. One is the physical, digital, and automated. Okay. So the first one is the AI controlled robots and automated, autonomous systems perform the movements, right? So for example, the robotic vacuum adjusts its path based on its detected obstacles. So physical actions is something where something hits the AI agent. For example, like the robotic vacuum. So those who are using the robotic vacuum, you would have seen this in live action. Okay. I've just seen some videos of robotic vacuum. I have not used it so personally, but if you are aware, I just seen a few things, a few videos of robotic vacuums on YouTube. So yeah, apart from that, I have not personally used it. So you can just check them if you really want. So it will, if it detects any obstacles, it will, move away from that path. It will try to find the other path to clean the house, because robotic vacuum is nothing but to clean the house, right? Next is the digital actions like the chatbots. Okay, so this will end-to-end experience, or it will assist you, I would say. Not every chatbot is basically an end-to-end, as I told you. Today we also discussed on that. So next is the automated decision making. So automated, we are saying, means without human intervention, something which is taken decision on its own, is basically called as an automated engine. Next is stock trading, buying, selling, and all. This one you can put it as a automated decision making. Next is challenges in AI action. So accuracy and precisions. Then we have real-time responses. Then we have ethical and safety considerations. So all these things are some of the challenges. So everything comes with its challenges. So many people were just thinking that AI will take over this thing, that thing. AI will dominate everything. Please understand, implementing artificial intelligence is also a challenge in many areas. It is not at all easy to implement AI in every part of life. Sorry. It is very difficult to implement in every part of life. That is the harsh truth. Okay. So we just imagine that we just dump AI wherever possible. So that is not easy also. So you will see that through the course of time. So you'll definitely see that what I'm actually telling you. So the next thing is the once we have done with the actions, the next thing is our chatbot. I told we'll have separately thing about a chatbot. So I think how many of you know a chatbot? Okay. So how, if I ask the question, how many of you know? Sir, it's not a human being not to know. All right, so it's not like that. How many of you have used? So if I say that, many will definitely, say that yes, yes, I have used it, because definitely in this modern era, uh, it is very difficult not to use, I would say, rather than who has used. Okay. Oh, you don't know about it. Wow. Okay. Nice. Okay. So chatbot is an assistant which will help you to. Definitely you would have used it, Habib. I don't know. At least somewhere in some application, some website. Definitely you would have used. Okay, so if you have not used, great. If you have used, very good. Okay, like even superb. Okay. All right. So yeah. So basically, what are these chatbots? Okay, so chatbots basically are engines or AI generated, assistants. Okay, so these are basically AI generated assistants, which are used or which are actually operated for our convenience. So what does it mean? Our convenience basically is to help the person, or in a not, you can say in a normal phase like a customer, right? So if you see what is the definition of a chatbot, you have a particular definition. So it's a software application which is designed to stimulate a human-like conversation. So that is what a chatbot is. So in a simple way, everything in AI is a replica, or it is used to simulate a human being only, to be fair. What is not? You tell me. What is not replicated, which it is, what is not replicated to replace, or to what a human being does. That is what only artificial intelligence. That is why they have named it as artificial intelligence. That means intelligence as human being, it is created artificially. So everything will be a replica of a human being only. So even that, the same thing only, the definition. Okay. All right. So even the definition of the chatbot will be also the same, because see, as this is basically, it's like a person should be there to chat with you, right? If you have any concerns. But what a chatbot does, a chatbot will directly communicate, correct? So it will directly communicate, uh, you know, with, directly it will communicate as a AI agent. Okay. So instead of a proper human being. Okay. So that is what basically a chatbot is. Okay. Fine. We'll stop here. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. Okay. From this chatbot, we'll talk tomorrow. Okay. So exactly we'll start at this chatbot. Okay. Okay. And one more thing is, is one thing people were asking actually is this sixth PPT. Yeah. This is the sixth one. Okay. And I'll share the seventh one also. Okay, just give me a minute. So in the meanwhile, you can just ask questions if you have. Okay. I'll just share in the meanwhile. Please ask. It's almost time, so just ping your questions. Yeah. So I've shared the seventh one also. Sixth one and seventh one I've shared. Okay. Yeah. Attendance link is already shared, Sairaj. I think you have logged in now, I guess, to just check the attendance. It's already shared. I think many times ma'am has shared. I was just thinking that somebody was asking question. I checked also. So it was, yes, again, yeah. So please mark the attendance. Superstar Chinna. Okay. All right then. We'll wind up the session, right? So we'll meet tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, students. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.